Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by MoonlightCrew.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less. Frag. Frag is a miniature skirmish game with the theme of a first-person shooter, which is funny because it's a third-person shooter. But anyway, it's a game in which you place your miniature on the board and you try to kill everyone else, and the first person gets 3 frags wins. Now at the beginning, you assign yourself 7 points worth divided up into 7 of health, speed, and accuracy. So here Molly has 1 health, 3 speed, 3 accuracy. That means it only takes 1 damage to kill her. But she gets to roll 3 dice to add up that sum of those dice to see how far she can move each turn. And then the accuracy means that she has to roll 3 dice to see if she hits somebody when she fires, and she can fire twice. Which if you have 2 or less, you can only fire once. So you can make that modular. I could do 2, and 3, or any which number. You can make yourself like a really slow-moving tank with a lot of health, or like a fast-moving glass cannon. So you get to choose, which is really cool. And then there's these cards, which are your guns. You got this lightning blaster, lets you shoot 3 times, do 5 dice worth of damage, and then this needler, which is either 2 or 4 dice, depending on if your opponent has armor out. Then you've got the chainsaw, which is a melee weapon. Everyone starts with the yellow game-breaking card. This one says that when you're fragged, all the cards you have in play remain in play. You don't drop them when you're fragged, so that's kind of cool. There's these equipment cards that are speed boost, extra ammo, enhanced med pack, and there's just so many more. Those are just a couple that I'm throwing out here. You basically move around the board. You roll a bunch of dice to see if you hit people. Use your guns and try to get 3 frags first. Simplicity versus complexity.
I think this game is pretty simple. You roll, you move, you shoot, or you don't shoot, and that's it. Try to pick up these things. What he said, the guns or the equipment, and that's pretty much it. You're just trying to kill people. It's a first-person shooter, trying to move around the board, move around the obstacles, and kill someone.
I think this game is very simple, but I find that it gets bogged down in minor points of complexity. Basically, it's a movement point system, in that you don't really measure. It's just you have so much movement, and you're starting up here, and you want to get down here. You have to count it out and try to be in the line of sight of somebody and still have enough to shoot them, and blah blah blah. I find that people min-max their turns a lot because it's just a tiny bit too complex for what I would hope be a more simple game. However, played a couple times, you'll have the rules down, but even then, people are going to take it's a little bit prone to analysis paralysis, I think, because people are going to get just bogged down in the complexity. Luck versus strategy.
I think this game has a healthy dose of luck. What cards you're given in the beginning? Are you given a really good gun, or are you not? Therefore, can you shoot people or can you not? You start off with a simple gun, which you can kill someone with, but it's just harder. And so I think and where you start, if you're killed, where you come back in, what cards other people get, can they move you through lava and kill you, for example, which has happened.
Love it.
To me by this one right here.
It was perfect.
So I think there's a really good amount of luck. The strategy, of course, there's strategy. Who are you going to go after? But I mean, it's a good amount of luck to me.
I think this game is all luck. I want to say there's some strategy here, but I've made my stats into a glass cannon before, where I don't have enough health, and the cards I've been dealt at the beginning depend on health. I'm like, okay, well, I'll go to one of these spots and pick up another gun, and I do, and it's the same one. And I'm like, well, that's just random, capricious luck. And so, I mean, what are you going to do? You can strategize, but I mean, then you roll the dice, and someone else rolls the dice, and you either hit them or you didn't. And this is not a game to be taken too seriously. There's a lot of luck going on here.
Yeah.
Fun versus boring. This game is fun, despite some of the complaints I have in that it's very lucky and that people get bogged down in the complexity. If you decide as a group to not try to min-max your turn and count all the spaces, now count this way, is it better to go this way? Wait, I can't remember, did I need to go this way? Just go, try to shoot people. I want to see some explosions. I want to see these blood splatters. I want to see people drop their guns so I can go pick them up off the side of the board. And then I want to see people like try to jump over these acid pits and get killed. And that's just the fun of the game. So don't get crazy. Don't take it too seriously. This is going to be a very fun game.
Yeah, I think this is pretty fun. It's not my favorite, but I've enjoyed myself every time I've played. Not every time. If people take too long, it's not fun. So I do try to go quickly and just. I generally give myself 1 health so that I can do other things because I want to move and I want to kill people. If I get killed, I'll just come back on the board, right?
Respawn,
and so
yeah.
and so I'm not out of the game, and so I don't need to stay alive for any reason.
Other than to deny people victory points.
Yeah.
BGG rating.
I would give this game a 6.5 or 7.
See, I'd say probably this is my same thing. I want to say 6 or 7 because I really like it, but I've just played too many times with people that are taking it too seriously. This is not a serious game, so like I almost want to play it all the time. Say 7, like I'll play it generally, but sometimes I'm looking at the crowd and I'm like,
No.
So
Yeah.
let's go 6.5.
Huh.
The only time I've ever said a 0.5 this whole time.
I do it all the time. It's great. Every time we get to multiples of 500 subscribers, we give away a free glitter painting of your favorite superhero icon if you're the winner. So make sure and subscribe.
Because it could be you that wins.
Frag, we've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.